What a day! Good morning, angry teachers. Today is Monday, the 11th of May, and I'm back. As when I ended the vlog last week, I was out. I had to go to the doctor and have another appointment coming up in about, I think, next week. But yeah, so this is my first day back. Since then, the room looks the same. I don't know who the sub was. The name didn't look familiar. However, there's a whole case of water left in here. I'm like, okay, subs bring their own water? I don't know. So there's that. And then there's, I don't know how today's gonna work out because they're supposed to be presenting. I doubt if any of them are ready. They keep thinking I'm playing. So we'll see. I got y'all. You've lost a day. You've lost a day, so we'll see how that works. And the same class that I have today, I'll see them I should have seen them next Tuesday, but next Tuesday is when I think I have my doctor's appointment. So you will lose another day. I got y'all. Anyway, but this is all, I'm not even sure if they've presented. I know there's at least 2 girls in my first period who will have to get it done quickly because that's the kind of students they are. But everybody else is gonna wait and see what everybody else does. Okay, I got you. Their presentations, this girl is ready. She emailed it to me. I never asked you to do that. These kids just make up their own rules and wonder why they don't get the grades they want. I didn't tell you to email it to me because then I'll be flooded with a whole bunch of emails that they're gonna send me a message that I have too many, I'm over the limit or whatever the thing is for my storage. Whatever, so you don't email me anymore. You just come log into your student portal and then you present. I don't understand why it's so hard for 10th grade. You're 15, you can't understand instructions. It ain't me, bruh. It ain't me. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm gonna see how today goes. Hopefully, once again, I remember to record something. Those of you who have your own channels and you're vlogging on a regular as teachers, tell me what you do. Drop it in the comments because it's hard to keep up. Maybe I don't know what it is, but it's wow. Packets are turning in. I haven't graded packets since. These kids are really doing too much. They are turning in some old stuff. Because I wasn't here, you thought I wouldn't notice that you turned in the old stuff? It's crazy. Alright. Anyway, I will see y'all later. I'll log in later, okay? Bye.
If this map is...
Woo! I look tired. I am, but I look really tired. That's my Monday evening face. It's after work, guys. I don't know if you noticed. I'm on the way home. It is 2:50-ish. It was a good day at work. Can't complain. Did all my kids present? Nope. Didn't expect that, but at least 5 of them did, like sprinkled across the 3 classes I had today. So they know what to expect, and I told them time framing is going to be off because we're testing tomorrow, we're testing Thursday, we're testing next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and when we test in my building, we hold the building. So whatever the second block is, we're in that all day till lunch, and then the ending block might be changed depending on if we've seen them too often. They just randomly choose another block. So with that said, I told the kids, if you don't have a presentation next Tuesday, also I have a doctor's appointment, so you won't see me, you won't be able to present, and you've had enough time to do this. So all the sob stories, save it for you, your mama, and your God. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it because you had enough time. If some people could present today, you had an entire block today, but you chose not to do it. You weren't prepared. Life goes on for all of us. It's easy to grade. I'm giving chance after chance. It's the end of the year. You know how I operate. You know what needs to be done. You have classmates who have posted stuff in Schoology. We've done all the stuff. At this point, you just want to fail. I got you. Because I'm not doing anything extra. I got stuff to worry about. Anyway, so I saw a couple of my kids that, you know, I want to recommend for the upper level classes like AP English Lang. I used to teach it. I taught it the year before this year. Last year, basically. What am I saying? I don't know if they're going to give it to me next year, but I've already started to sign up kids for that because I see the potential. I want you to be with like minds and like writers and like thinkers. So I'm going to let you, I've started compiling the list, and the kids felt honored. You could see that, yeah, I can do it. I think I can do it and whatever. I'm like, okay, I got you. So that list, I'm at, what, 22 kids now? So let's keep making it, keep building it. And I have a habit of not just gatekeeping, but I need to see representation. Yes, we are a predominantly black school, you know, or school for people of color, mostly black. However, there's not a lot of males in these types of classes, in advanced classes or dual enrollment. So you know what I'm doing? There are some of the kids some of the boys who, they might need a lot of scaffolding for their writing, but they have something to say. There's always the discussions that they add to it. They add a different point of view, and that's what we need for AP Lang. Once again, whether I'm teaching it or not, whether I'm in the same building or not, there still needs to be more representations of black males or minority males in those classes. I have 2 of my Hispanic kids that I put on the list, and maybe 3 of my boys who are black or African American. So I'm going to throw them in there, and then mostly, like every class, are girls. But we can get a good conversation going because of different points of view, different points of view, different perspectives. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully we don't mess it up and throw them everywhere and tell them that they can't take this because it's only this block that this is offered in X, Y, and Z. And they actually give these kids the opportunity to take an AP course. So with that said, that's my day. I'm on the way home now. I am enjoying, now it's hot. It's literally 93 degrees and I've been in the car for a minute. It's like the AC is just looking at me like, what you want me to do? It's crazy, it's hot. That's good old South Florida for you. Ironically, today was supposed to be rainy. I see clouds, but there's nothing rainy. And why is it cloudy at 93? Anyway, I will catch you guys later tomorrow. Hopefully I remember to record something. Especially now that I found out the kids are testing. So I only have second period for a good 2 minutes, and plus there's not much going on with that class for them to do anything. I swear the furniture does more in that class than the kids. And then sixth period, that's the end of the day. It's a very small class, so there's not much to see there either. And in between, I have my planning period. So it should be a good day, knock on wood. Let's see how that works out. All right, guys, see you on Tuesday. Happy morning. Happy Tuesday morning, May 12th, 2026. I'm disappointed. Got up this morning, felt fine, literally got dressed, got my stuff together, and then had to, didn't feel good tummy-wise. So I had to, whatever. So I couldn't get to go to the gym this morning. I still have all the pre-workout in me, so I'm like jittery and all this stuff. But I feel okay now. Hopefully it stays that way. What did we do yesterday? I don't remember what we did yesterday or where we left off. It was a very calm day. It was a nice day. I started finding kids for AP Lang, whether I'm teaching it or not, because I want to support the next teacher. But and I've identified kids that can, will work in that environment, and they need to be pushed, and they need to be with their like minds and like selves. So I'm compiling that list for that class for next year. Today there's testing, AP biology, just regular biology. So it's most of my kids, my 10th graders, I think, or a lot of them, not most. And with that said, I don't have a 4th period anyway, so they're holding the building. So I'll have my playing period all day. Hopefully I can get through this stack. Let me show you my stack. My stack. Now the stack has dramatically been reduced, and I'm looking at some of these stuff, and some of these things are really old. So I'm just gonna write late, sign it, move on. So it's gonna be easy, but it's just good to know that I have at least 3 hours to do that stuff and get that out of the way. Now there will be teachers who aren't teaching, and I get it. Your test is done, it's the end of the year, you're tired of blah, blah, blah. Some of them are testing, so the kids don't wanna be able to sub, whatever the reason is. The kids are gonna come. I'm just gonna have, go sit in the corner, leave me alone while I get some stuff done, because I need to do this for me. I've been talking to people and helping people out. Some of my seniors came by yesterday. It was clearance, so they came by, didn't have a lot to do. So we were talking. I'm like, I need to get my stuff done. Give me some time. But those are my kids. I won't see them after a while because my seniors are leaving the building. I'm stuck with my 10th graders. Anyway, so that's where we are today. Let's see what the day entails. I'll probably see at the end of it, or there's not much going on during the day, so probably at the end of it. Okay, we'll talk later. It is, I don't even know what time it is. It's like 2:50 after work today. What's today? Wednesday? Wednesday afternoon after work. Sorry, Tuesday afternoon after work. I am tired. However, it was a good day. Didn't have one class for too long because we had to move into testing, and then they held our 4th period, which is my planning period, my prep period. So that was good. I got a lot done. One of my kids came by because his teacher allowed him to, and I'm okay with it. We had a long conversation, found out some things. Poor thing is going through some stuff. But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm Pops, because I listen to everyone's situations. Do I judge? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I tell you, you're an idiot, you're doing stupid stuff, stop doing it. This was not that case. This was him standing up for his family and doing some stuff. So it was a good session. We talked for a little bit. He helped me out, checked some papers, and then I had 8th period. Had about 3 or 4 presentations. That's my good old 8th period. They always gotta shine. And we ran out of time for some of it because others wanted to go as well. So I'm not disappointed in my 8th period as usual. That's always a good thing. So it was a good day overall. I am looking at my dashboard, and it is 93 degrees. It was 95 when I came in the car. I swear it's like frying in South Florida. We were promised, and that's why, there are 2 fires going on right now, brush fires in western Broward, I think. No, one is down south and one is in Broward, and it is just really hot. The fires are being pushed by the lack of rain, lack of wind. Is just sitting there burning bright and hot. Everyone seems to have their allergic issues, their allergies. So we need some rain, Lord. Send some rain, or at least cooler weather or something. Anyway, so here we are. I'm on my way home. Good day overall. Tomorrow seemingly is a regular day. And then there is U.S. history. The juniors are testing, so they're holding the building again in my same period. So I'll get the grading done, contact parents, and I should be good. Should be golden. That's it. See y'all tomorrow. I'm tired. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Happy Wednesday, angry teachers. Today's the, what's today's date? I don't know, the 13th, I believe. Just left the gym. Was I 100%? Did I do nothing? I did a little bit more than, normal. I pushed myself, did a little bit of extra weights, but I just didn't do a lot of the workouts because I was running out of time for some weird reason. Anyway, so got the workout in somehow. My gym buddies weren't there. The only one was there, which is fine, but it felt kind of like a very quiet day. Maybe that's what I need so I can lock in, but whatever. Excuse me. So today, what are we doing today? More presentations. Now, I'm getting more and more impressed by the presentations. I mean, it's not the most difficult thing in the world. I just wanted, because I know my kids, when they got to me, even because we're teaching to a test literally by benchmarks, we don't even do content anymore. Just a whole bunch of different random articles, probably written by the people who are paying us to use, who we're paying to use their materials. So it's nothing canonical, nothing that we've read when we were younger. It's just a whole bunch of different short stories that were made up by people, and I don't mind new stuff, but there's no connection between our generation and their generation because we're teaching benchmarks and standards to a test using material from a test company. With that said, so we went over, the kids came to me not knowing how to talk to each other and present and all that stuff. So that's what we're focusing on as the year comes to an end during testing season. So when you guys are ready, just come up and present and whatever. So far, I have been not necessarily overwhelmingly impressed, but I am kind of moderately impressed because the ones who presented so far, and that's expected, there are always the overachievers, the ones who want to get stuff done quickly and get it out of the way, blah, blah, blah. They've done a good job. I've already warned the kids. I'm testing one of the days. I'm going to be absent one of the days. There's a whole lot of stuff that they'll be testing some days that I will be in the room. So when you have the chance, now is the time to present. Maybe it went in one ear and out the other, but we'll see. So today it's my odd day, my A day. Let's see what these kids do, if they even try to present. I'm okay regardless. We're gonna start with our bell ringer, and wherever the day takes us, it takes us. Just know this, that when I close that grade book, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from your mama. I don't want to hear from anybody I don't want to hear from the principal. I don't want to hear from anybody because you've had a month to do this, all right? So I'll see y'all later when I get to work. Let me go feed the babies and go take a shower and get ready for work. I'll see you soon. Gotta have my water and my vitamins, supplements, all that good stuff. Gotta have my gum. My eyes. And the paper. I forgot I had these papers. Now I'm going to be, because when I do binder checks, and I'll try to leave a link down below in my store. I have a binder or a portfolio checker or rubric, and I'm going to print some up. I usually do it per quarter, and I do it in different colors. I have a lot of gold sheets, so I'm going to make it gold for the last one. I guess that means something. Anyway, and they'll be able to turn it in with their binders, their final binder check, and easy for me to check off, all right? So I'm going to try to remember to link it down below. What a day! I will say it was a good day, or an okay day. I can't really complain. Had presentations today. First block they did a lot went, even though they had problems. Excuse me, logging in. I told these kids, get a jump drive, travel drive, USB, whatever you call it. Sometimes the Wi-Fi gets wonky in the building. They didn't listen, of course not. So it took each kid like 20 minutes to log in. So obviously we couldn't have done each, a lot of kids. But we knocked it out with a couple, and then we went into third period. I love my third period. They ticked me off though, but as in normal third period fashion, I can't really be upset with them. They did, so about 3 of them went, and then after that, I just had them, sit there and do something that you owe me that's due by the end of the week, or, one of the projects coming up soon. They have journals that are due next week. So they found something to do. So, they sat, they worked, and, just had a good time like we normally do in third period. With that said, 5th period, I had my planning. A teacher wanted me to possibly take his class. I'm like, bro, no, I need a break 1. That's why I asked for 1 as my planning. I'm not taking anybody's kids right now, especially that class is notorious in the building for being a pain in the butt, pain in everybody's butt. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Figure it out. And then 7th period, normally a pain in my butt. I had to get a little bit riled up every so often, but for the most part, it was a good day. Won't complain. I am on my way home now. It's 3-something. I have to make at least 2 stops. I need some gas, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt to get some gas. I am literally below half because I've been putzing around contemplating, is there some wind energy I could get? Maybe I can just start the car, open the windows, and have the wind blow me. Okay, that's awkward. Have the wind like move me to work or wherever I'm going. But no, there's no wind at all outside. So yeah, that's just I have to go spend almost $5 to go get a gallon of gas, and I'm a little bit below half. It is 97 degrees, so I need this AC blowing the whole time, because this is crazy. But yeah, away from that, 2 stops before I get home. Should be it's a good day. Can't complain. Tomorrow, my juniors, I don't have any, but the juniors are testing their US history test. So the building is once again on lockdown, and I don't mind this time again because it's an even day, thank you. And so we're shutting the building down, so the second block, which would be 4th period, is where we're going to be all day. Beautiful. And then at the end of the day we have 6th period, so it shouldn't be too problematic. So I'm gonna take that as a win, and then Friday is around the corner, so let's see how that goes. All right, guys, have a good one. See you tomorrow morning on Thursday. Happy Thursday, folks. Just left the gym, and I was frustrated at the gym. I hate when, and you know, everybody has a starting place, but I hate when people have to be fit moment, and then, or they've been at the club or wherever they've been and they can't sleep, so they come to the gym with their clan, and they're all hanging out and on the phones and in the way. So I was getting a little bit ticked and frustrated with people in general, and so, you know, it is what it is. So I left the gym, and I'm, you know, on my way home now. And on my way home, and if you know South Florida, you know. All right, so I made it to work, right? I got cut off. You know, I didn't have enough storage on my phone or whatever, but I fixed that by deleting half of the stuff on my phone. Now I don't even know what's on my phone anymore. Anyway, so why do I try to do things so early in the morning when I'm barely awake? I don't know. Anyway, so you know, at the gym there was a whole bunch of people and just getting in the way, because you never see them on a regular, so that means it's just this one-off. They were probably partying and wanted to, you know, not feel guilty, or they couldn't sleep, whatever the reason is. They were there in the way, taking up time on their phone, talking, hanging out, whatever. So that happened. Got through a little bit of something on my way home. So, you know, I lost all hope in humanity until I was on my way home and I saw a raccoon trying to make it across, you know, multiple lanes, and he started and then he stopped halfway. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're gonna get run over. He looked at the oncoming traffic and then he started running again. But one of the only car that was coming, truck that was coming, he slowed down. And that kind of restored my faith in humanity. You know, we're not all evil. Or, you know, so that was nice, because if you know me, you know I love animals. So for him to slow down enough for this raccoon to decide, oh, wait a minute, traffic's coming or something's gonna hit me, so he ran across and he made it. Hopefully he lives another day, the entire day. So that's it. Anyway, I made it to work. I'm here. I have to grade some stuff, put them in, and then contact parents, and then we're done. I'm looking at presentations today. I won't have a lot because they're testing. It's US history today. Don't want to open up my emails because it's probably going to be disappointing. They're probably going to, I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. This time of year, a lot of kids, a lot of teachers, because they're testing or they're doing many different things, they choose not to give the kids a lot of work or any work at all. So, okay, fine, whatever. So the kids want to come to my room to hang out, to be in my room because I'm teaching. So they're just in the room with me while I'm teaching and while the other kids are learning, whatever. I'm like, sure. So while they're here, because just hanging out kind of irritates me or kind of has me concerned, so I'm giving them random little things to do. And you know, these kids did some stuff for me, left stuff everywhere. I'm like, is this how you function at home? I'm trying to remember, and my brother and I talk about it, and some of my people. maybe I romanticized my youth, because at 15, I was a lot more organized. I was a lot more disciplined. I was a lot more focused. Maybe that's a one-off. But all of us, we're talking about the same thing. Why would I ask you to do something for me and you just got up and left and when the bell rang? What am I supposed to do with the information? You didn't finish. You have 2 stacks. Which one's done? I'm like, come on. I don't know. We are so fried as a nation, because if this is what we're putting out there, and some of us, we're teaching our behinds off, but if there's no follow through at home, or there's no practice, or there's no thinking through of anything, what the heck? Anyway, so that's my rant for the day. Let me go get started. I need to log in and do some final grading so I can get these grades done. Later. It is Thursday afternoon. It is 3:30, and I'm heading home. I'm getting on the expressway. I am tired. I got a little bit more grading done. You know, the things I had to grade today were their bell ringers, and those things are not hard to grade at all. I don't know why it's taking me so long. But that said, I have like 3 stacks, 3 different classes, 3 different bell ringers to grade. Haven't graded them yet because every time I have planning, which was the last time today with testing, so I had like 4 hours of downtime, including lunch, of course. Kids kept coming in to talk to me, or adults, or somebody's always talking to me. I'm always listening to somebody and their problems, or just somebody in general. With that said, it was, I didn't mind for some reason, even though I knew I had stuff to grade, but I didn't mind. They're still presenting, so when we had time, the kids were able to present, and it was a good day. I can't complain. Today was a good day. We had second period, then we had my planning period, then we had lunch, then we had 6th period. Wasn't a bad day at all. I need to go pick up some stuff. I need some coffee for the house and some other random things. And then I'll head on home. I have another stop to make, but I don't even know if I'm making it today. It is literally 97 degrees. It's been 97 degrees in the car. My dashboard's been showing 97 degrees since I left work. I've been driving now for at least 35 minutes. So that means it's 97 degrees. I am hot. I am sticky. I am frustrated. So I don't know if I'm going to make the second stop, but I will be. I have to go pick up some groceries, or else it's going to be a very scary night. I won't have lunch tomorrow. I won't have coffee in the morning. But I made sure I will make sure I stop for that. So guys, I will see you in morning. I plan to make it to the gym, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, later. Excuse me. It's Friday. Oh my God, it is Friday. I am tired, but I had to make it to the gym to complete the week, since I think I skipped Tuesday. I just couldn't get up, or I got up but it was too late, so I just let it go. But made it today. Did shoulders and arms, my favorite body parts to work out. Should be an easy day. I do have my most problematic classes today, but hopefully it's an easy day for all of us. Hopefully the problems don't come to school. We all think that as teachers, so don't ever act like it's something new. Anyway, they're just presenting, and that should be nice and easy. They have other things that they're working on outside of the room because two major things are due next week. So let's see what they do with that time. As long as they keep it to a minimum and not get on my nerves with the talking, the incessant talking and the cursing and whatever, they're fine. Normally at the end of the week, because I've already given them their homework and what we need to do, they don't need their phones. I don't know if I should try it to, then I take their phones. I collect their phones and we keep it, and then I give it back to them at the end of the period. Today's a Friday. I'm tired as crap. Hopefully they don't tick me off to the point where I want to take it. So if I leave them with it, sometimes I do, it's like a novelty. It's like, oh my God, it's Christmas again. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel by the time I walk into the building. All right, guys, let me go get ready. I will see y'all later. Happy Friday, guys. I did something really dangerous yesterday. I just got in, by the way. It's starting to get cold in my room again, thank God. But so I have a space heater that I have under my desk. So, you know, I turned it on doing work, and I wasn't even at my desk half of the day, so I don't know why I still had it on. But had it on and, you know, moving around and whatever. Left yesterday and forgot to turn it off. I came in this morning, it's still nice and chilly in here, but I'm hearing a humming sound. I'm like, what is that? It's my heater. So right now I'm feeling nice and toasty. However, it was on overnight. I can't let my principal hear that. Although once they came for Saturday school, used my room, used my heater, and left the heater on for the entire weekend. I'm like, really? That's what we do now? Anyway, so today we are finishing up some presentations. I'm putting in grades, and I think that's it. So let's see. Hopefully I remember to sign in again. Talk to you again, and see how we close out the week. All right, guys, get out there and start working.
But it's okay though, because that's a sign for you to just keep moving in life.
You know,
Everybody snap.
What about him?
I was gonna say, should I
he's next.
unblock you, view something, and block you black? We do that.
Alright, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying. But he not that far from the door. You're from.
What we talking about?
Alright,
I don't think he's closer to.
What's going on?
No, man, you know what I'm saying? Just one day at a time.
One day at a
You
time.
know what I'm saying? Gradually.
What's going on with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Chief of Staff.
Hey guys, it is Friday afternoon. I have left the building maybe 10 to 20 minutes ago, 10 to 15 minutes ago. It is after 4, almost 4:30. Yes, we got out at 2:20 and my behind was in the parking lot talking to co-workers, past students. It was a good old time, but now I'm late. I am trying to make it home, and traffic is going to be a problem. In South Florida, it's not just the traffic of people who are on the way home from work, but we are a tourist hub. So, I don't know if there's anything major going on right now, but because we are a tourist hub, there's always, well, by the same token, there's always something going on. I am tired. There's going to be traffic all over. It's a Friday night. I've already seen the food trucks getting ready to sell stuff. They start cooking. I'm seeing the smoke already. I'll be in traffic for a while. With that said, today for some reason I think the kids were sprayed with some chemical. I don't know. It was weird. The kids did not act their normal selves. Y'all know I like my third period, and they ticked me off. First period ticked me off. Seventh period was the only, I think I was tired by then, so I didn't care what they were doing. But it was just weird. It was just a very weird situation. First period, you know, in first period style, Didn't do much, didn't want to do anything, whined about everything, late for everything. Very few well, no, not very few. Some more kids did their assignment, their presentations, but some didn't. I told them next week I will not see you as an official class because of testing. So you can come different periods, blah blah. Nobody showed interest. I'm like, okay, it's easy to grade. I'm not gonna keep chasing you for this thing. I've given this to you since spring break. I'm not gonna worry about it. But anyway, so third period came in. Those people, my favorite class, they just were talking, not doing any work. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. So we battled it out, and we got some work done. But it was just it broke my heart that I had to punish my third period. Then, you know, had planning. Some of my kids who are graduating this year, the few seniors that I do know, they came in, we were talking, just hanging out. But other than that, it was a good day. Can't complain too much. I hope you had a good day. I hope we'll be able to do this again next week. Even though it's a testing week, I'm going to try to have some form of recording going on, and we'll see how it works. Okay guys, I love y'all, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Check it out.